Hey folks, Jason, Painfully Honest Tech back again today. Today we have a little bit of a different kind of video. I have been finding different ways to use AI to help me do the things that I do. And I know that there's a lot of people out there who are negative on the AI, but I've found that some of these tools can be incredibly powerful. The folks at Recall AI got in touch with me. They said, hey, would you do a video telling folks how you use Recall AI? So that's what I'm doing here. What is recall.ai, you might ask? Well, it is a way to recall information that you may have found on the internet somewhere. You just want to create a database of things that for stuff that you're interested in, say books or films or something like that. When you go onto the internet, I know from doing many, many searches where I'm trying to find a lot of different things and I get tons and tons of tabs open, what can end up happening is that then you've just got a bunch of tabs. And when you close those tabs, none of that gets saved. Let's talk about how Recall actually works. Unlike some other products on the market like Pocket or Instapaper or something like that, where you click a link and it sends something over to a place where you can open up an app later and read it, watch it, whatever it is that you want to do. Recall is an interactive browser extension. So I've got Recall right up here. And so when I go to a page like this one, Ali Abdal, I tried AI as a life coach for 365 days. Here's what I learned. Now, I'm really interested in this topic because I don't quite know how that would work. Let's go ahead and click this, and it has given us a concise summary where we can go down and get all the information that we want, and that's here in our notebook. It's 100% editable, where you can grab something, you can make it bold, you can italicize it, you could delete it if you wanted to. You could bring it back. You could take away. You could highlight if it's something that you want to come back to. You get timestamps here. These timestamps take you directly to the place in the video where you could learn about, say, the Solomon method. So you click on that, and there's Ali. He's going to talk about the Solomon method. We bring back our Recall banner here, and let's say Solomon method is interesting to me, so I want to go ahead and highlight that as well. But in addition to all that, you get in the reader the entire transcript with all kinds of different timestamps, as well as links to other stuff that's being discussed. Recall also has this connections point where it gives you all kinds of information about the different things discussed and how they connect to one another, where you can go to find that information, who the people are, what products are discussed. And at any time that you want, you can go and hit this chat bar, and you can chat with Recall and the information that it's pulled from the video. So let's say I want to know which AI is best for a life coach. According to this video. Boom. And it thinks for a minute, then it gives you a little answer. So the video mentions several AI tools that can be used with the life coach, but it does not explicitly state which one is the best. If you want to have this answer saved away, you just click Save to Notebook, and then you open it in the notebook, and you have it right here. So anytime you ask chat a question, you can save the answer to that question into your notebook. You can also generate a quiz for yourself, and that say you want to say this is a topic that you are going to look at for some kind of presentation, etc., or you want to do your own video on this topic, and you want to learn as much from this as you possibly can. You can start your review, and you can say check answer. Hey, I got it right, and then you just continue. This has 20 questions in the quiz. Then you have your connections, and the connections we looked at over in the other section, the drop-down section. But then you have this graph that gives you a visual representation of the video and all of the places that it goes. So there's tons and tons of information that you can get from recall, and then it's all saved to this one place where you can keep all of the information that you need to have for all of these different things. Every time you create a recall card, you're given a tag. Right now it's impersonal, but let's say I want to add something to this tag, and I want this to be, let's see, health and nutrition, let's just say. And then you can continue to add more tags as you go along, so that then you can find these things in your sidebar, all of these different tags that have been generated as you created new cards. And of course, you can rename the cards. Another way that you can use Recall to help you build knowledge is by using what they call augmented browsing. So let's say I wanted to continue researching on the web AI life hacks. Let's AI life hacks. And we get some videos, but let's just do this click on here and see what we get into. But as you scroll down, you see they have their own links, which will take you to destinations, but then you see this highlighted in light blue, and you hover over it, and it is what Recall calls augmented browsing. Augmented browsing is basically showing you that you have come across this in your travels so far as you researched this topic or as you looked into this, and it's got a connection to some of the stuff that you've already seen. So it shows you what that connection is, and you can jump out and show more. And as you continue to use Recall, you'll continue to see more and more of these tags popping up in other things that you are looking at, and you can click on them and find out exactly how they connect to other stuff that you've been researching. Augmented browsing isn't on by default. What you need to do is, from the browser extension, you click on the cog, and it takes you to the settings of the extension, and you click on Enable Augmented Browser. And once you do that, everything will be, every time you come across something that you've come across in your studies, it'll be right there. And that's one thing that's really great about Recall, is they're adding new features all the time. They're always creating new things, so you can give them feedback, you can ask for new features, you can do a lot of different things. Recall is very responsive and very much a growing, changing kind of resource. So you can grow along with it. What makes Recall different is you're not just saving these things for later so they can pop up and you can read them. Recall is actually pulling them in, breaking them down, making them searchable, making them chattable, and doing all kinds of different things. I've been using Recall now for over a month at least, and I've been using it to really give myself the opportunity to hold on to the stuff that I'm looking at when I'm browsing. And you can see here, I've got everything from like 90s movies that I'm interested in to new business research type stuff, guitar song that I want to remember that I'm learning. And this just builds as you continue to use Recall. And next thing you know, you just have this incredibly huge database of information about topics that you're interested in. If you're interested in checking out Recall, go to getrecall.ai. All the links and codes and everything that you need to know in order to get there, get some discounts, and get yourself started with Recall in the description down below. Click, tell them Painfully Honest Tech sent you. Thanks to Recall for sponsoring the video and getting me turned on to this product. Once again, thanks for stopping by. My name's Jason, sometimes known as the JTL Painfully Honest Tech.